it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running out the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give. This is Michelle. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 27, Newton. That's complete to White. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
A very solid gain of 27. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
Touchdown, New England.
Sony Michel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 7, Seahawks 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf. And when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a give, right side. Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson, that's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Do their efforts in the last drive when they
score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
A gain of 18.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. 1st down, here's White. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. It's John Simon with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Right here.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Around just shy of midfield. Nice way.
Comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. An opportunity, top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 15, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Newton. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Newton's pass.
Julian Edelman, 29 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Nick Foles.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
From the gun, Wilson, complete here, it's Hyde. And that play goes nowhere, taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out in 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner. Newton's pass intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the 2nd half with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Michelle. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and 9. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settled for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers,
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
And it's
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jameer Byrd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 0. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Me and you all day.
To throw is Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Devin McCourty picks it off.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. Pass incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, they run with Michel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, alert.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. John Simon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. They're able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Carson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
By Chase
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin with Michel on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
The tackle made by
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
a gain of 8.
That one good for a 1st down. On 1st down, Michel come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And 6 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. They run the draw play. This is White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wilson to throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Tackled by Darrell Taylor. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and 6.
Second and 6.
48-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
He was taken
now
down.
The Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the 50, Newton. This is White on the screen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
Newton on the keeper.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.